Good afternoon, Sky Divas and Fly Guys. It's me reporting from my hospital bed. Excuse my hair. My girlfriend came by and braided my hair down because I was looking a hot mess when I woke up from recovery. I have to tell y'all, this was like such an emotional experience. You know, things could have gone way, 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 way worse than what they had, especially if I was still flying when I found out that I had the aneurysm. Because when I first went in the hospital, they discharged me and told me I could go back to work. But since I was admitted for those 2 days, I was taken off the schedule. So I had time to go follow up with other doctors, and that's how I found out I had an aneurysm. So it was so emotional for me the other day. I had a panic attack and everything because the whole thing with Kobe happened. I found out about Kobe that morning. I was calling my son to wish him good luck and his team for their game, and they happened to be playing in California that day, and he wears Kobe's number. And then when I get to the hospital, the person who was supposed to be up here with me had a emergency, and so I was in the hospital alone, and so I was very scared and nervous. And then when I got out of my procedure, there was a woman that was next to me who I was talking to, and we both fell asleep talking to each other because we were drugged up. And when I woke up, she didn't wake up. And they kept checking on her, and then come to find out she was having complications, and I don't know if she made it or not. And she came in because she was flying, and she got sick on the plane, and so she came in to have a cerebral angiogram, which was what I had to have to find my aneurysm, and they found one in her brain. So while she was in recovery, hers erupted, and she started bleeding in the head. And so that was too much to handle, of all the commotion and the calling of the codes and all that. And the person, it was a gentleman next to her, and we're all separated by curtains. It was a gentleman next to her. He happens to be a pilot, and he found out he had an aneurysm. He had his nephew with him, and his nephew was a pilot, and his nephew happened to be a pilot for the same airline I worked for, but that pilot worked for Southwest Airlines. So it was all these coincidences. First Kobe and the death of all those people, and then I'm in a hospital alone. Then this lady, who I don't know if she made it or not, is in the hospital for an aneurysm that she found out she got sick flying. Then the gentleman laying next to her is a pilot. So I had all these emotions going through my head, and I just lost it. It was just all too much. So I ended up spending an extra day in the hospital because it was just too much, too stressful. But now I'm feeling better. I'm discharged. I'm waiting to leave. I can go home. I have a couple of follow-ups. I still have to see a neurologist, who's an ophthalmologist neurologist who deals with the conditions in the nerves in the eye and the head. And I have now a foreign object in my head that I have to have in there forever. I have to take blood thinners and aspirin every day, but I can go back to work, and I'm already back on the schedule. February the 2nd, I'm back on reserve, so I'm super excited about getting back to work because, man, I miss it. But my health is fine, and I'm just super excited about that. Thank you all for the messages that you've sent me and the well wishes. I really appreciate it. It really lifted my spirits and got me through these last couple of days and weeks that I've been off of work. I'm not going to know how to act when I go back to work. I was off for too long. I do, however, have to change my diet. I have to lose weight. What else did he say? I can start back exercising in a couple of weeks. I have no restrictions or limitations or anything like that, thank God. I just have to lose some weight and watch my diet. So I'm going to be heading out soon. I'm waiting on transportation to come and pick me up, and then I am going home, guys. Thanks again for watching my videos, and keep the questions coming, and I will keep you all posted on any updates. All right, bye.